Put your wings on, Rico. Let's see it. Let me see those wings. Yes. Let me see those wings. Woo! Nice job. What do you think, Rock? Hey everyone, I wasn't sure where to put this live stream, so I'm going to share it to all three of our pages. My personal page, the Animal Behavior Center's Facebook group, which is a private group, and the Animal Behavior Center's Facebook page. Because this is a pretty important message. Hey Dana. Okay, so I just came in the animal room for 2 seconds to ask Karen and Katie their opinion for something that's going on the website. And before I walked in here, I saw Rico jumping up and down. Well, we'll post a video. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Katie took a video. So, all right, to give you an idea why this is so important. Rico, this is Rico, our 11-year-old umbrella cockatoo, which is going to be 12 years old in about 3 weeks. Anyways, he had a major accident not quite 2 years ago where he almost lost his life. Yay! Rico! Wow! Nice job! Anyways, since then, this is Rocky. You guys know a lot of these birds. Hey, Steve. This is Rocky. He is our, I think he's a 19-year-old Moluccan cockatoo. Anyways, these two did not have a relationship when I first brought Rocky home from a shelter. I had to do certain environmental manipulations to help create that relationship. And when I first I'm trying to make this as fast as possible, because this is a pretty important message. When I first started getting them together, I thought, you know, my concern was with Rocky and that Rocky would seriously hurt Rico. So we did something, or I did, this was back in my other place. I moved their cages together. Those of you who have seen me lecture know some of the things that I've done to get them interacting with each other, because I have a feeling Rocky's an imprint, he acts like one. So I need him as best knowing he's a bird, because he is probably one of the biggest cases of separation anxiety with any animal that I've ever worked with. So it was really important, hey Eva, for me to get him interacting with Rico. Rico was very interested in Rocky, but the feelings were not, I didn't see them being mutual. Rocky would pay no attention to Rico. So anyways, I needed that relationship, and I wanted that relationship to help create independence, to take the stress off of Rocky when I wasn't around. And this was probably a longer time behavior modification plan. So anyways, okay, so since Rico's accident, and I will tell this story someday, I'm just trying to figure out a platform to tell it because it's pretty intense. Not only the story of Rico's accident, but the behavior issues that happened afterwards. So it's been almost 2 years. And the night of Rico's accident, these two were out flying. Where'd you go? We're out flying together. They have not been together without a barrier in between them since August 4th of 2014. So we're coming up on 2 years. So because there's been some behavior concerns, and now, I mean, it was to the point where now the roles have flipped, and I thought Rico would hurt Rocky because there was such a bond created between him and I for what we had to do to make sure he survived the accident. Okay, so I just came in here. Well, there's a reason Katie's down scrubbing this section of the floor. Because what was there before, like 5 minutes ago, Katie?
That.
That would be Rico's cage. So I've been working almost every day on getting these two back together again. And I'm almost to the point where I'm gonna take them out into the center. So if I take them out, it's going to be in a larger area. There's exercises that I do with both of them here, and it's going fabulously. So these two are starting to call for each other and engage with each other again. And I want that and need that so much for the two of them, so they can find companionship in each other and not just with people. Good morning, Dawn. So anyways, I was sitting in there working on something for the website, and I heard this sound that sounded like
A chicken.
That's pretty good.
So I stood up to see what it was. I was in this room, I stood up to see what it was, and I saw Karen and Katie sitting here, and Katie was recording something, and I just thought it was Rico being a dork. But Rico was on this perch, and these two birds. Okay, Karen, what did you see?
Okay, what happened was Rocky started doing this jabber like he's talking, you know, in his language. And because he heard Katie and I talking. Well, then all of a sudden Rico started imitating him and saying, you know, things back to him. And then they got going back and forth and back and forth.
So there was obvious they were both talking to each other.
Oh, absolutely. They had no clue about us. It was all them.
Good.
And it was so fun. Oh my gosh, Katie and I were cracking up.
So then, Katie, what did you see?
I saw a side of Rico I don't get to see very often.
Which
That's
was
what I saw.
which was what?
Which was him working for someone's affection other than you, me, and Karen.
Yay! So that's someone being Rocky and Rico engaging in each other, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I didn't know that was the case until I stood up and walked in. I was like, oh, that was funny what Rico was doing. And then Karen and Katie told me they were engaging with each other. So I said, you know what we should do? And that's why Katie's mopping this right here. I said, let's move these two cages. So if you guys remember, there's one of my mini desks that sits between these two cages on purpose because Rico perches right here, Rocky perches right here while I try to get my computer work done. They started interacting more with each other. So I told him, I said, I don't want my desk to go away. I still want that relationship and I do come sit here every day with the two of them. So anyways, we said, let's move the cage. Sorry, had a phone call. I need to remember when I start a live stream, put on Do Not Disturb. So we pushed the two cages together. Now I'm getting ready to leave for several days, but several people will still be here and staying at the house and watching these guys. So I said, I just want to make sure there's no stress with this cage being moved. And Katie asked a legitimate question. She's just like, what's the concern? And I said, by moving Rico's cage, what do we do? Move it 4 feet? 3 feet?
Yeah, about 3 feet.
Moving Rico's cage about 3 feet, this is his sleeping perch. So that puts his view of, there's our house, so he stares and looks at different things. Just that change of view, this has been his view for over 3 years, and now it just moved 3 feet. May not seem like a big deal. I'm not concerned about Rocky because I am, but I have a feeling he's gonna enjoy this cage coming closer. I think he's gonna enjoy the companionship in the proximity that he's now gonna have with Rico. Rico's gonna be the one I watch because if things move on him and he doesn't have several hours to get, so I'm watching him. This is his somersault perch, but he's just sitting there. It can cause a lot of stress. So I'll be gone at the zoo all day tomorrow, but Karen will be here. Oh, there's Willie flying in the background. Whee! So it's another move. So one of the things that we do, can you guys still hear and see me? Because I'm not seeing any replies come up. I just want to make sure that phone call didn't interrupt. Okay, good. Good morning, Storm. Anyways, so one of the other things that we do is, and maybe we can do this today, get 2 water bottles after we finish. 2 water bottles. Let's do where we toss one in Rico's cage and one in Rocky's cage.
Yeah.
So this is something I used to do with them probably about 8 years ago. Was I would toss a bottle in the bottom of Rocky's cage and toss a bottle in the bottom of Rico's cage. I would tell Rico to go get it, and Rico would go get it, and when he did, I would deliver attention. Rocky's major reinforcer is attention, so I would ignore him and completely give Rico all the attention when he was tossing the bottle. You like that toy? Yeah. There's the rest of that toy. Anyways, so it would cause Rico, or Rocky, because he would be searching for attention, he would go to the bottom of the cage and start tossing the bottle. And then, and only then, would we deliver attention to Rocky. So then Rocky would toss a bottle, and then Rico would get excited about the attention, so we'd deliver the attention here, which would cause Rocky to toss his bottle, and started getting Rocky to pay attention to when Rico was tossing his bottle. That may not sound like a big deal, but what it caused them to do is it caused Rocky to start imitating Rico. And now, I guarantee you, I'll do another live stream if we do this today, I guarantee you, we tell Rico to go get his bottle and start tossing it, pretty much guarantee you, I guess I have to say pretty much, I'm not guaranteeing anything, that Rocky's gonna go down and start tossing his bottle. Now they have this proximity to each other, and they're going to, hopefully, yes, in the beginning, reinforce mimicry, and then it causes the one that we think is an imprint or has the behavior issues that we're trying to modify. It's going to cause him to start paying attention to what Rico's doing in order to get the reinforcer delivered, which is our attention. And then they're going to start interacting with each other, which is exactly what Karen saw today, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so fun. It was so cool.
So, and then, you know, this is a big deal to us, you know, because I really want these two flying again, because they have not flown together in almost 2 years. Yes, that is going to change. That is going to change. So that is a behavior issue that developed out of over bonding to me. Some people may think that's cool to reinforce. I personally am not a fan of it because I see it bring stress and anxiety on the bird when I cannot be here. I need these birds interacting with each other in addition to us. So, with that being said, I just wanted to come on here because you guys are going to start seeing, I wanted to show you what our plan was. You are going to start seeing some live streams of this. And the behavior change this is bringing between the two of them. So I'll come on here maybe later today if we get the bottles in the cages so you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about. All right? Just wanted to share that with you guys. I'm going to tell that story of Rico's accident and the behavior issues that it caused for months afterwards and what we did to change it. Hi! I'm going to tell that story online via some type of live streaming. I just got to figure out and put my act together to make sure I don't start crying, because I tend to do that. Because as you guys know, this is the love of my life. Yeah, Rico is the love of my life, and well, regardless, that's my opinion. So here, they're just moving. This is our toy making table and our food prep table. So we don't want to, we've already incorporated the change in the moving of the cage. We're not going to do too much more change right now, even though I think Rico can handle it, but just to try to make sure a behavior issue doesn't develop out of it. Nice job, Karen. So Karen's just reinforcing. Hi. Good. So anyways, I'll stop blabbing. I'm at 14 minutes. Thanks, guys. Follow along in this behavior modification plan because it's going to be pretty cool to watch. Well, it is for me anyways. All right. Thanks for allowing us to be peeping toms. I was like, what? As you reunite Rico and Rocky. Yeah, and that's exactly what I'm doing. Somebody asked it. Is the wire stainless steel? I don't believe so. I believe it's galvanized after welding wire. That these are cages through Corners Limited. I've been using them for years, and they're my favorite cage company, and I will continue to use them. So anyways, yeah. All right, guys, thanks for following along. I won't keep you any longer. I'll try to share an update. We're going to work on getting some bottles in there. All right, see ya. Say bye.
Bye. Are you saying bye, Rico?
Are you saying bye? Say bye.
Not happening.